Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and it's a pretty popular video to make in the pet tubing world. Not that I'm like a part of the world, but you know, I'm trying to get in. And I figured what better day to make this video than Thanksgiving. So here is my feeding all my pets video. First I'm going to start out with my bearded dragon, Sam. This is Sam's food dish, and in here is where I keep my food. It's a fridge. It's a pretty nifty thing. I high-key recommend it. If you don't have anywhere to store your food that will go bad if it's not kept cold, I 10 out of 10 recommend a refrigerator. So this right here is green leaf lettuce. It's way better than, especially iceberg lettuce, but it's even better than romaine lettuce because it's going to be way healthier for Sam, and just all of my reptiles is just going to be way better, so yeah. Okay, that was literally one leaf that I just kind of ripped up, like holy crap. Talk about leafy greens. That's really what you want to be feeding your adult bearded dragons, is leafy greens and stuff, because that's what's good for them. And I'm also putting strawberries on it, just like the tips of strawberries. Like I said, it's Thanksgiving and we made a strawberry pie and didn't want the tips. And Sam loves the tips, so that's what she gets. I don't recommend giving your bearded dragon fruit every day. I think mostly vegetables, but fruit is definitely a good treat, and I do it like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Then I'm sprinkling some calcium powder on there. I do this like 2 to 3 times a week as well. It's not wanting to come out of the jar very well, but you get the gist. Calcium is good for bearded dragons. She's already loving that leafy lettuce, so that's good. Next is my grumpy hedgehog, Martini. You're not going to get to see her eat because she's nocturnal, but if you do want to see her eating, I have plenty of videos on my Instagram, @SimonZoo, so you can go check it out there. I'm going to also prepare my rat phantoms food while I do Martinis, just because they're going to eat similar things today. So Martini the hedgehog gets dry cat food, wet cat food, red peppers and pecans, and Phantom the rat gets carrot pieces, corn pieces, a little bit of spinach, and a little bit of kale, along with a little bit of dog food. Phantom also got pecans, I forgot about that. I do want to say that you want to be careful when you're feeding hedgehogs nuts, just because the shape of their mouth makes it hard for them to eat nuts sometimes, but if they're super small, and pecans are fairly soft nuts, so if there's small chunks and soft nuts, then you should be fine. I know I said you wouldn't see Martini eating, but she came out, so here you are. Next is Lefty. He's only in a temporary enclosure right now while we are building him a forever home that's going to be like 6 feet tall and like 5 feet wide and stuff. He's just in this tiny tank right now, and this is what he eats. So he eats something very similar to my bearded dragon, which is just the lettuce, corn, carrots, and peppers. However, he probably won't eat this, if I'm being honest with you. My Chinese water dragon is a little bit special needs. He's got some major mental issues, and he also only has one eye, so he mostly only eats insects, and a lot of the time I have to force feed him. So that's his salad in there, and I'm also going to throw in crickets because, like I just said, he mostly eats insects. Next up is my hermit crab, Hermie. He is actually the only hermit crab I have right now. My other one just recently passed away, so I'm still kind of deciding what I'm going to be doing about that, whether I'm going to be getting another hermit crab or giving Hermie to someone else. Hopefully that's not what I decide on doing, but I just kind of got to decide what will be best for him. So I try to get Hermie to eat healthy, but I'm just gonna say it, he's a really unhealthy hermit crab. He's fat and doesn't like to eat healthy and loves popcorn, so I have to give him popcorn in order to get him to eat the more healthy greens like the strawberries and the corn, and I have eggshells in his enclosure, which is really good for him to get calcium, and he actually does really like the eggshells, but other than that, it's mostly just popcorn. You also won't get to see Hermie eating, so I'll just give you a little glimpse of him right here. That's the boy. A good crab. Next is Timmy, my leopard gecko. Those are tiny crickets, but he usually eats bigger ones like that. I don't know why those ones were so tiny, but that's what he eats. Just kidding, they all ran away and hid, so he's gonna have to go hunt for them, but that's what he eats, is crickets. I dust them in calcium every other day to every 3 days, and yep, that's the leopard gecko. Oh, might he get that one? No, he said, nah, never mind. He just doesn't really care. Okay, that's Timmy. Okay, moving on now to my green anole, Esme. Esme also just eats crickets. He eats like 5 twice a week or something like that. And about every 3rd time I feed him, I dust them in calcium. And yeah, that's the green anole. Just kidding, these are crickets that you're looking at right now, but next up is my crested gecko, Groot. This is the little dude Groot. And this is what he eats. It's the Zoo Med stuff. Looks like that in his tiny little cap. I set it there, and then I let him go back in, and he can eat it. Oh, he didn't want to. There, oh! Thought he fell. There he goes. Next is my red-eared slider, Squirt. She eats mostly vegetables and fruits. If I can get her to. I'm trying to get her not to eat as many pellets. So we're gonna see if she wants some of our new green leaf lettuce. I'm highly doubting it, but she might surprise me. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I'm just gonna let it float in there. And that's what I do with these. This is romaine lettuce, and you can see that she's eaten some of it off. She had another stalk in there, and she already ate that entire one. So hopefully if I just let it float, she'll get hungry and eat it. I'm also going to feed her these small bits of other vegetables, corn, carrots, and peppers. Squirt. Now I'm gonna see if she wants this piece of carrot, and it kind of looks like she does. We'll stick it in there, see if she'll take it. Oh no, it's stuck. It was stuck on the tweezers, but she got it because she's a good turtle. I'm honestly surprised she's doing this. I've been doing this the past couple days, trying to get her used to this whole hand feeding thing, just because it'll keep her enclosure cleaner, and I can make sure she's actually eating and how much she's eating, and I'm glad that she's already getting used to it. That's a really good thing. What a good toidle. I'm so proud of her right now. I do occasionally feed her some fish or superworms or mealworms or anything like that, and sometimes some crickets just to get her a little extra protein, because she doesn't really get protein from vegetables, obviously. Sam is here to give you a quick warning, and that is in the next clip there are dead rats. So if you're not into that, I'm sorry. So last but most certainly not least are my 2 snakes, and they eat rats. Obviously the bigger rat is for the boa constrictor and the smaller rat is for the ball python. The smaller one is a medium and the larger one is a large. And now I just gotta wait for them to thaw and then cool down a little bit so they're not like piping hot, and then I'll feed them to the snakes. I do just want to say that my ball python Pete may not eat. Last week he refused his meal. I'm not 100% sure if it's because he's about to shed or if he's just deciding not to eat or what is going on. So I just wanted to say that he might not eat, and I'm sorry if he doesn't. Here is the attempt to feed my ball python Pete. We'll see if he wants to eat it, but as you can see he has not shed yet, so if that is the issue, then he probably won't. I might end up leaving him in this box to see if he'll eat, if I just leave him alone, because sometimes that works, but it kind of looks like he's just not interested at all. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna leave the rat right there then. Alright, now we have the rat for my boa constrictor Clifford. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, that's okay. Just give it a thumbs up anyway. Share this video with your friends and your family and anyone who you're thankful for. Yep, that's all. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a good day celebrating with your families. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and goodbye. Peace out.